cnbc.tv18.com. AMD Present Adapt and Innovate.
Hello and a very warm welcome to Adapt and Innovate, Futureproof Your Enterprise, presented by cnbc.tv18.com in partnership with AMD. I'm Mugdha Kalra, and in this special leadership series, we explore transformative technologies and forward-thinking strategies that help organizations not just adapt, but lead in an increasingly digital and competitive world. From advanced computing to AI-driven education models, we examine how institutions can stay ahead of the curve. Our partner for this program is AMD, a global leader renowned for pushing the boundaries of high-performance computing and enabling organizations to overcome real-world challenges through cutting-edge innovation. Today, I am delighted to have with us Mr. Vishesh Chandrashekar, CEO of Acharya University and Director of Acharya Institutes. And under his leadership, Acharya has become one of India's most forward-looking educational ecosystems, known for blending academic excellence with technological innovation. Welcome to the studio. What an honor to have you here.
Thank you.
I am so intrigued about your journey because what I've been told is that you were a student at the campus.
Oh, yes.
Take me through that. How did that all come about? And is that one of the reasons for all the academic excellence that is happening under your leadership? Because you were there and you knew what to do.
Yes, it's a privilege to be associated with the university that you studied under. So I'm an alumnus of that university. And now being in the leadership team is not just humbling, but it's exciting. And as you mentioned, there are two ways of looking at it. One way is to see, okay, you know, as a student, what the university has done for you and what more you could do for the other students. But on the other perspective is that Acharya has always had this vision to integrate technology with education. We've always wanted to be stand out in terms of providing the technical skill sets using the technical infrastructure on the campus. It's just not limited to academic curriculum and the teaching learning process as such.
The education sector in itself has seen major shifts after the pandemic. Whenever we speak to universities where there has been a legacy system, you always wonder how easy or difficult has been the switch. Tell us about the university. How has it digitally adapted to the changing times? What does a campus look like?
COVID taught us that you cannot retain mundane practices. You need to step out, break the barriers when it comes to education. Suddenly you had children sit in front of laptops and not in front of teachers. So that taught us that there has to be a technology enablement that is required. So technology per se, when we are developing, one thing that we have made sure in our vision statement is that be flexible. So let the technology grow along with you. Do not build something which is only for today. Let it grow along with you for the next probably in 2 decades. So that's where the whole vision of the university is.
Please take me through how many departments, how many kids, how many students on the campus, and what does it mean to technologically not just equip your classrooms and teaching, but also to take care of the entire infrastructure that digitally supports so many people living on the campus?
We have a 120-acre campus, 15,000 students, 75 different nationalities, and students from every part of India. Now, they bring their own challenges because you have varied cultures, varied understanding levels, varied backgrounds. But we look at this challenge as an opportunity. That is where technology comes in, how we could partner with enabling technology on the campus, be it a laboratory, be it a classroom, be it making it smart in the sense every student has access to it. The underlying statement here is how to make education equitable. So in terms of everybody, irrespective from where they are from or what backgrounds they come from, they're getting the same high-end quality of learning on the campus. So the challenge is there, but the opportunity is through technology. I think you build in technology into the curriculum in a way that we are able to take it out to every aspect of learning, to every student on the campus. And I think our partners, AMD, have done a wonderful job in terms of helping us achieve that on the campus.
You do need those high performance computing solutions because you are so invested in research and innovation, and then of course processes. Take us through the journey with AMD and what has it achieved for you?
Generally, universities have something called as a computer lab.
Right.
So you have a theoretical classroom. So students go to the classroom. The teacher would teach, and then probably the next day or so, you go into a slot where is given to you in a laboratory, and then you do hands-on learning, right? What we tried to do was a little different. We said, why can't the theoretical room and the practical room merge into one? Why should a student learn something theoretically and then wait for an opportunity to try it practically? So we partnered with AMD, and we gave every student on the campus an AMD powered HP laptop.
Interesting.
Yes, and the configurations were decided in such a manner basis of what the students are learning. So if it's an engineering student, he would have a specific combination of technology. If it was a design student, then he would have a graphic card and technology enabled laptop, which would teach him or will allow him to use Adobe packages. So integrating these features into the learning, into the environment, has enabled students to learn better,
Right.
do research faster. For example, today on our campus, we are using these technology to do basic coding sessions to PhD in AI based learning. So the spectrum is very, very vast. And this is where I was talking about the scalability of IT infrastructure, wherein it can meet the lowest of requirements to the highest of demands. Today, we are doing research in vision-based robotics. When it comes to pharmaceutical education, we are doing drug discovery. And for this, we require computational power,
Absolutely.
which is budget friendly, but is also scalable, which is again the key aspect here. And AMD has helped us create this particular ecosystem on the campus.
When we talk about some of the infrastructure development, and especially which is married with tech and AI, how does problem solving then happen on the campus? Because these are machines, after all. They require maintenance, know-how, etc. And you are running. You have labs and centers that are also doing some cutting-edge research work that needs to be protected. Where does AMD help you in that? And what are some of the things that you have had to ensure in your digital journey at the campus?
AMD's processors, graphic cards, or the laptops, or the computers, or the desktops that we are using have the biggest advantage is because of their power consumption.
Right.
The lower heat generation, larger battery lives. These may be small things, minute things, but from a larger perspective, from a student who's doing research, requires a laptop which lasts longer, where he doesn't need to search for a power outlet, or a researcher who's running huge number of data sets wants answers much quickly so that his research can be faster, which has to constantly evolve. Today's faster is tomorrow's slow. So you need to keep on upgrading yourself. So if you can have a modular IT system where you can go on upgrading basis the demand, then you are in par with the requirement of research. And that is where AMD has come in terms of helping us, guiding us, enabling this particular aspect of having a scalable modular IT structure.
One of the things that always strikes me when we go to campuses where not just the curriculum, but even the faculty is very agile in its mindset, because, otherwise they're legacy systems. Certain people want to do things a certain way. How do you ensure that upskilling or that hunger for knowledge or unlearning continues to be at the campus? Because, of course, when you are looking at such machines, your faculty also needs to be 2 steps ahead.
Teachers have to enable themselves in unlearning, which is very, very important, and also be aligning with what today's generation's requirements are. And how we achieve that is through collaborations. So we have industries on campus. We have industry partners on the board who advise us in terms of what is the technology looking like. I think you need to walk with the trend.
Yeah.
You cannot force the trend to change. I think that would be highly stupid of the academia to not accept
True.
the technology.
How do you make sure that every child who's coming on the campus, irrespective of the background, takes to that technology? Would you share some feedback, or how have students adapted to it? Is there a program which sort of puts them all at one level when they begin? Because they're coming from all across the world, all across the Indian geography. How do they come together, and how much time does it take for them to adapt to this new tech?
All the children who come to the campus in the first year have to take a basic test, and the test is regarding aptitude and
All
language.
right.
So we evaluate these kids and then we segregate them based on their skill sets.
Right.
And after that comes my second part of the question that you asked me, in terms of how do you enable technology to everybody? How do you bring in the discipline? So when we started initially, we said, okay, please bring your own laptops. And some brought it, some didn't.
Yeah.
Then we said mandatory laptops. And then there's a lot of resistance saying, why are you mandating laptops? UGC doesn't say that laptops are mandatory and things like that. And then we took a very conscious decision, said if we want to go forward in this, I think the institution has to bear the effect. And we said, okay, we'll give it complimentary to everybody. So in the same tuition, we said, we will give you HP powered by AMD laptops. And these laptops are configured basis on the program that they've chosen. So when they come in the first year, everybody is given a laptop. So whether you want it or not, so we give them a book kit, which consists of books that they need to read, as well as this particular laptop. And quite a lot of the institutional information, which used to be handouts before, we stopped printing all of them and we put it on this laptop and said, read it for yourself on that.
Yeah.
So today when when a child walks onto my campus, logs into the ERP either on his phone or on the laptop that we provide them, understands what books are available for the subjects that he's going to study, what books are available in the future that he should probably study if he chose a particular subject, and AI helps giving this particular information through the ERP. And this is the complete 360 of the technology integration, where hardware plays a very, very important role.
Where do you see education sector? Where do you see tech and AI evolving in the next 2-3 years? I'm not going to even ask 5 years, because today's tech is outdated in like
tomorrow.
Yeah, exactly. So what would your advice be to academic institutes and educational institutes that are perhaps still debating on this journey of when to make that switch, or how much should be spent on that switch, or what can that switch achieve for them?
You cannot put in a subject called as computer science any longer.
Yeah.
You're not doing justice to the kids. I'm not asking that in kindergarten teach them programming. No, that's not what I mean. But you need to bring in technology, put them on your campus. Allow the children to interact with technology. Learning need not be a part of your curriculum. It could be just interactive.
Right.
The second aspect is, I think COVID has taught us that online education is there in terms of upskilling. But is it the solution for skilling itself? I don't think so.
And holistic development.
It doesn't happen.
Yeah.
Yes. The key word here is holistic, because human interaction is very, very important.
True.
You need campuses. I mean, there was a debate telling that probably universities would cease to exist. Everybody will learn everything on ChatGPT. I don't think so. We'll be building better human beings. Probably we'll build better robots that way. And hence, you need to bring in technology which is very human sensitive,
right?
Which is sensitive to emotions, very sensitive to the hormones that is going on through a teenager's body when he's joining a university. So these are aspects which universities should understand when you're building in technology, and technology can be used to solve those problems.
Right.
So this is something that every institution should invest into, and these investments bring in a better ROI rather than staying back and waiting for it to be, no other solution day.
True.
So don't wait for that. Go ahead and invest into it, because today's children do not want to go into a regular mundane classroom.
Yeah.
They want to interact with, when we banned mobile phones on the campus, most of the students were against it. I said, why are you banning mobile phones? We want to interact. We want to be active on YouTube. And many faculties came back and said, I think probably is not the right approach by saying no to mobile phones. They said, can we find a path in between? I think that is where technology came in here again.
Yeah.
So when we talk to our partners like AMD, and we ask them solutions, they said, okay, there is so much that we can do. He said, mobile phone has social media, you cannot control. So let's keep the mobile aside. Can we give them technology what they require? So can we give them laptops with access to everything that they would want academically? Can they access YouTube? Yes. Can you watch Shah Rukh Khan on YouTube? No. So you are limited to what you can watch, what you can learn during that particular period.
Yeah. Thank you so much for all the wonderful insights.
Thank
for
you.
taking
Thank
out time.
you so much, Mugdha. The pleasure is all mine.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much. Well, that was Vishesh Chandrashekar sharing his insights on how Acharya University is driving innovation, redefining the learning experience, and building future-ready campuses through tech and strategic partnerships like with AMD. It's truly inspiring to see how Acharya is not just keeping pace with change, but shaping the future of education. Thank you for tuning in to Adapt and Innovate, Future-Proof Your Enterprise. We'll be back soon with more conversations with visionary leaders who are leveraging tech to transform their industries. Until then, stay curious, stay innovative.
cnbc TV18.com AMD Present Adapt and Innovate.